This vlog is sponsored by Skillshare.
Hello, welcome to another vlog. Welcome back to my channel if you're new, happy 2023. Now this is going to be a bit of a different vlog from normal because I think often on these kind of channels you see me or other people sort of climbing hard, being super positive, but honestly, at the moment, I am a complete physical wreck. Now some of that is to do with coming back from a filming trip in Ukraine, which I can't wait to share with you guys, but I've got to keep it secret and under wraps at the moment. But that's left me in a really weird position because I lost a lot of weight whilst in Ukraine, like 5 kilos or something, and I can't build it back on. I can't seem to sort of recover from this. So I feel like 2023, I'm starting almost at zero again, and the last vlog you would have seen me do was at 8A, so it's all a bit odd. So I'm in the Arcos gym, and I'm going to try to build back fitness to do every single bloom in this gym in a session. Now they're quite easy, warm-uppy, or like a little bit harder, but the volume is what I'm looking for at the moment. So that's the plan for today, and I'll stop and chat with you guys along the way. So I've been using the Tenaya Indolo for a while now, and this is top of the range for Tenaya high performance, but with that legendary Tenaya comfort built into it. And basically, if your feet don't fit the mastia, and people with narrow feet that may be the case, then this is kind of like the mastia, a few different features, but for people with narrower feet, lower volume feet. So for me, it suits it perfectly. I've really enjoyed using this. Used it in Margalef, been using it indoors a little bit. So good shoe, review coming on Epic TV. Let's crack on with the climbing.
Well, I am a semi-professional trying to be very professional commentator, so I thought I'd live commentate these first couple of climbs. So Matt, I'm going to speak about myself in the third person. He's got a toe hook in, unnecessarily technical for a climb this easy, but it has sort of worked as he kind of back flags there again, maybe unnecessarily, but he's got the first one done. Okay, boulder number 2, straight into the big pinches, right to left, crossover move using all of that non-existent shoulder power there as he goes upwards. You notice the camera panning in here, that's the kind of production that we are aiming for here in the Arcos gym. One hold away now, goes up with the left, matches, and then goes right instead. A little flick of the leg there, and a wobble of the camera. Okay, final one, we're at the top of this, dodgy kind of slab, teetering right, big lunge off camera because I forgot and messed up the framing. Little shake there, oh, almost hit the camera. And final boulder, and we're looking at the black line, be careful of that. If the feet stray or the arms the other side of it, that will be the end of it for Matt Groom. He's coming close now. Is that hip touching? We'll have to have a replay. Again, a camera shake. Up to the top though, simple, first 3 done.
So if you watch Epic TV a lot, you'll notice this gym. It's the Arcos gym near Geneva, and it's got loads going on here. There's a huge free solo lead wall over there. Down there behind me is the bouldering area, and then the slabs is where I've just come from up there. And there are some good problems on the slabs, including a traversy section, and that's what I've got to finish off. The top part of the blues is a longer slab. Cue the time lapse. I love this free solo wall because it means you can put in loads of laps. You don't need to worry about clipping or any of that stuff, but you're getting, way more moves than on the longest boulder problem, and it does help to build that endurance up. There's a range of routes on this from sort of easy like 5s all the way up to like 7Cs, so there's a range for everyone. That one in the end is the easiest because it's quite slabby and you can rest. I've got 2 now in the middle of the wall, and I'll try to take a GoPro in my mouth, but I haven't got the mouth GoPro-y thing, so it's going to look rubbish, but hopefully you'll get the impression of what's going on. Building endurance is one of those things I'm particularly rubbish about because I generally don't like sport climbing so much. I'm going to try to make it a bit of a priority for next year, hopefully some more sport climbing trips along the way. And talking about next year, what am I up to? Well, thank you for following along if you subscribe to the vlog. Sorry the content hasn't been churned out there, it's been very busy. The plan for next year is to still do gear shows for Epic TV. And then I've got the IFSC season coming up that starts at the end of April, and some other kind of secret-y projects coming up. So It's going to be a cool 2023. Lots of travel, lots going away, lots of seeing amazing places, so do stick along with the vlog if you want to see that action. So time for my favourite part of this wall, which is the big overhanging thing that you can see behind me. There's a bunch of overhanging roots on that in the blues. Also there's reds and blacks and purples if you want to step things up a bit, but just doing blues today. Trying to get those fingers back and working and just remembering how to climb. It turns out you can forget. Kind of smashing through these, which I should do because they're well within my warm-up range, but even then I can just start to feel the skin that's not used to it and the fingers start to cramp up a bit. Someone sent me from fitness just in a pill, in a box, fitness in a box, 10 euros. I'd pay. Overhangs done, so we move back to a slabby section. Slightly less slabby than upstairs, but still slab city down here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so slabby ones. And then we move on to more slabby ones and some weird ones as well. You know what's cool with these shoes is I haven't taken them off pretty much the whole session. They're high performance, but they're super, super comfortable. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, I generally agree with you. However, when you go from a shoe that's high performance and tight and uncomfortable to these, you kind of think, what the hell have I been doing all these years with those nasty shoes that make your feet hurt? But you know, each to his own. Mine feel great. So we are getting through today's little challenge. The main bouldering section is done. Now we're moving on to the bit behind me, which again, a little bit more slabby, smaller holds, delicate moves. And then we finish off with the weird ones, as I like to call it, around the side, which have some funky movements in there. So check them out.
Let's take a moment to talk about Skillshare. Now, this year, my aim is to improve my skills as a filmmaker and an editor so I can take on bigger freelance projects. But I'm pretty much self-taught. Therefore, I've always relied on the help of others to give me some tips along the way. But Skillshare is a fantastic online community which can help you out. Skillshare has thousands of videos, classes and masterclasses to help you learn new skills and sharpen up your old ones. For example, I've been taking a lot of time recently looking at building a creative career. And within that category, there's lots of videos to choose from, including this one from Simon Code, which I absolutely loved. Now, one of the best things about Skillshare is it's ad-free, so you can sit there, learn without being disturbed at all. As a freelancer, I've got to keep ahead of the curve. After all, I'm competing against other people, and that's why I use Skillshare. How do you use it? Well, for free, first of all, because the first 1,000 people who click on the link below, you get to try it for 3 months, absolutely free, risk-free, everything's free. There we go. Right, back to the gym.
You know what I've realised is that I haven't fallen off yet. So there's a chance for a flash of the blues in this gym. So let's make that a challenge as well. If I fall off, I've got to do some kind of, well, I'll do something. Okay, only a few remaining now, and onto the weird ones, because Arcos has this cool feature you can see behind me, which kind of, it's like an L-shaped bouldering wall, quite low, and feels like you're climbing out of a cave all the time, so it allows the route setters to play with some nice features. So looking for some weird, interesting moves in this one. I did such a classic me move then, which is pull on and not look at the rest of the boulder. So I didn't realise there was a jump there, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to flash all the blues, I've got to keep it together. I'm rubbish at jumps, so read the routes before you get on them. Sounds easy, but you know, it helps. I've only got 2 boulders to go, then I'm done. Easy, sorry, someone jumped down. Yeah, 2 to go. Easy session today because I'm working for Epic TV and I'm doing edits and gear show edits, so I've got to get home and sort that out. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll do these 2 boulders and then we'll have a final debrief at the end where I'll chat about plans for next year, what I'm going to get up to, what I'm going to do. Okay, session done. Just getting back into it. I know it's a bit of a weird vlog, but hey, I've got to be realistic, and right now, realistically, I'm just getting back into shape. Epic TV shoe review, the Indolo will be coming out soon, or is out already. It's out already, I'll link it down below. So what am I doing next year? Well, IFSC, I've been given the whole season, so I'll be traveling around the world following that, and that kicks off at the end of April. Before that, there's Doc Masters, this big comp, which should be really, really cool in the Netherlands. Should be amazing, that one, can't wait to go. Still doing Epic TV stuff. You'll probably see me do slightly less sort of news shows and things like that. I'll mainly be concentrating on the gear shows, trying to fit it into the rest of the schedule of the things I have to do. Some exciting freelance stuff coming out, some more projects where I'm filming rather than talking for once. The Ukraine thing, of course, but I want to tell you so much, but I can't. So that's the plan for next year. Thank you for watching my vlog in 2022, following along, subscribing, all those things you do. And I will try to bring you more and better content in 2023. And I might even have a bit more time to do it, so you never know. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next vlog for hopefully some slightly harder climbs. And you're gonna see me all like, you know, fit and crushing and crying and falling off. The normal stuff. See you soon.